Traders, this is it for me today. I'm having a great day today with all green trades, although shop wasn't all green trades, but the end result is green in shop too. So just $128 made in shop today. But look at the rest, CYBR with over $7,000, LYFT 3 grand, very small winner in BBBI, which just went sideways. I'm still open with some LYFT here. So I'm gonna finish my day with over $11,000. And that does not even get close to what I spent today. So anyway, just a joke. So anyway, let's go through some of the stocks that we traded today. CYBR was posted under 122.80. Let's start with the basics here. CYBR is down 14%. So naturally it was one of my biggest followed stocks today. It started with a gap down. The thing is, immediately it came down. Look at the bottoming tail here. You can see it. Hold on a second. Maybe you can see it a little bit more clear here now. So look at the bottoming tail here. You see, it started here and came all the way down. I'm always looking for a pullback, otherwise I don't have a good technical formation to move in. So look at the second candle. That's the pullback candle really, although you don't see any green here, but you see the bottoming tails, and bottoming tails are enough. So it did pull back up, and that was the point where I pointed it for a short, where I mentioned it for a short under 122.80, which was right over here. So the third candle here was the entry candle. What happened during this 1 minute candle is huge. Once it came under 122.80, it came all the way down to here. So that's 120. That's almost a 3-point move from the point we entered, a bit less than 3 point, and that gave us enough for a partial, more than enough for a partial. I did get my partial here, so most of the $7,000 I made today on CYBR happened in just 1 minute candle, and then it spiked up like crazy. At that point, I still had 400 shares, and that reduced my profit, and I was thinking whether I should add, but you know, when a stock is coming down that strong, it could bounce back very strong, but that was a bounce that was a bit too big. It was not far away from the highs where I would have my stop for the rest of my quantity. And there's two options there. One option is to add, seriously add to the short. You know, I'm after a partial, it's bouncing up. The bounce is usually unsustainable. Usually it's going to return to the lows as it did, and beautifully. Look at how many points it came down. Anyway, that was a bit too dangerous, because just remember, this green candle you're seeing here was green all the way to here. This topping tail here shows you that the price came all the way to that point over here. Wasn't that far from getting over the highs where it would probably find more buyers and then spike up. So that was just a bit too much. I think if it would have just spiked here for a second up to here, maybe I could have added just a very small size and enjoy the rest as it came down. Well, I did hold on. I did not get out because of the spike. You never move out on spikes. You just wait for it to come down and then have your stop. So I did not move out on the spike, although it was just a very small size that was left, and it came down and continued to be a nice trade. Anyway, right now it's done with. I did post it earlier right here for a short and kind of worked out. Now it's getting back up again. I don't think that's something interesting going on right now with cyber, and it's kind of done for the day. So there's the fun part was here. That's it. There's nothing else. My second best trade today was LYFT, and I posted LYFT under 49.90. Now again, look at this stock. LYFT is down 8% right now here. It started a bit higher, maybe 6% down. So again, the same thing. I hate to see that. It was on my list. It was definitely a stock I was following. I really want to trade it today, but it did not give me a chance as it only came down, just like Cyber did. But then Cyber pulled back up. And again, I mentioned that yesterday. You want to see the buyers getting out of your way. And then it moved up and came down again. And at the point where it came down again, that's the point where you should short it. 49.90 was my entry point right over here. So you can see that's the point here where I was feeling quite sure about the fact that it's probably going to continue coming down. Again, a big move down, the momentum is still there. It's pulling back up, not too much, about 50% of the way it came down. You could definitely think in terms of Fibonacci 61%. This one came up 50%, which is okay. It could still come down. Therefore, once it started coming down again, that's probably the continuation of the trend. I wanted to make sure it comes down under this support over here. Very small support though, but it did come down. 49.90 was right 10 cents under that point. Came down a bit, moved up a bit, it's okay, and then crashed. That was my second good trade today, over $3,000, and I'm still riding 400 shares right over here, which I should terminate if it moves over 49.60 or so. I'll soon put my stop, or maybe I do. No, I do have a stop in the system right now. So next ones were shop, and we posted this one for few trades really. So first one was the one we went long here. Well, to start with, shop is up 12%. The same as you expect a gap and go when you have a stock that is coming down, crashing down, and you expect it to continue down. You expect a stock like shop to continue higher. Does that work today? No, that did not work today. Definitely not applicable for shop today. But you still go long because you expect it to move higher. You do the right thing. Sometimes you fail. You fail less than 50% of the time. That's what we do as traders. We work by percentage. So as it pulled back from the highs. Now, of course, the first initial move up, you never join. You can't join something like that. Why? Because you never know where the pullback is going to be, and you know the pullback is going to be strong. Look at how strong it was. And then you hope that the pullback would not take it under the lows, and it came down. Look at this bottoming tail here. That was the reversal. That was our first entry. So the first entry was right. We did nothing wrong. We moved into shop, and it came up a bit. There was a point where we started thinking about, we were just about to take a partial somewhere over there, but it did not work out and came down, and that ended up as a first losing trade for me. So my losing trade in shop, I moved out, can't remember exactly when, but I moved out of shop. But then you keep hoping that a stock that is gapping up 12% will return to the highs. Again, you've got more than 50% chance that it's going to happen. It's more likely that it's going to happen. So if it is more likely that it's going to happen, then then you definitely need to take your second chance, and we took it here, and that worked out really fine. So second trade in shop covered my loss and another $128. So that worked out fine, and again, we did nothing wrong. We were just kind of unlucky with this one. Last trade in BBBI, there's not much to see there. I mean, the stock started with a huge gap down. It definitely was a very good candidate for me today. And the stock it's down now 26%. So a very good candidate, but it's not such a huge mover. So it moved up, which is exactly what I like to see. And then I'm looking for a failure. Posted it, that was under 11.15. And I believe that happened here. I believe that happened here, which again makes sense. Stocks moving higher, coming down a bit, then should continue coming down. But it was a disappointment. It came up, then came down. I ended up making a few cents on this trade. That's it. Once it's just started to move sideways, I moved out. There's no reason to hold on to a stock that is not going your way. When you get into a stock, you expect it to go your own way. When you get to the territory where you just have red or black on the casino, playing the roulette, you shouldn't stay there, even if you have more than 50% chance to succeed. You just shouldn't stay there. I mean, definitely the thing we're looking for as traders is a very clear-cut decision. When you move into the territory of unknown territory, you don't know what to expect of BBBI, although it is trending lower, but you just don't know if it's going to happen. And a spike could take you out. Then, in my opinion, shouldn't stay there. Of course, if I would, I could have reached my target. I could have made a bigger profit. It just finished up as a $200 profit. So this is it for me, traders. Hope you enjoyed. Hope you had a good day. And I won't see you tomorrow because I'm flying tomorrow. but I will see you on Friday. If everything goes well, I will see you on Friday. So thank you all for being with us. Thank you, traders on YouTube, for joining us. Don't forget to give us a thumb up. That will be highly appreciated. And enjoy the rest of your day. And I'll see you on Friday. Bye, traders. Thank you for watching our video. The material was taken from The Market Whisperer, my Amazon best-selling book. This essential guide to stock trading is ideal for those with no background or experience in stock trading. Click here to read the 200-page part 1 of this book absolutely free. If you like this video, please subscribe to our YouTube channel where you can view many more stock trading videos. Questions or comments, please submit them below.